Did you suffer a severe hangover from
Yes, there were so
all
many
the cocktails?
stories of the war. Yes.
Peter's asking if you suffered a severe hangover
From the cocktails?
I don't think so. Maybe I was happy.
That's so good. Cook.
About?
The cook. Wasn't your cook locked up? Who's cook?
Oh, no, that was the chief minister's cook.
Oh, okay.
D.P. Dhar.
Yeah.
He was the chief minister, yeah. And when the war started, there was a group of Air Force chaps who had been sent out on, what is that? Training of how to survive in a jungle when you didn't have any food with you, and you were not in uniform.
Right.
You were
survival course.
Yes. So that was this was before the war had started. They didn't know that it was going to start in another 2 days. So these fellows went away, and they had no way to, like compasses and things like that. They had nothing. They had to make their way back to base. So these fellows got lost, this group. So when they finally made their way in, they were challenged. And they said, we are Air Force people. But they said, we've heard that one before. And they were all, with the gun and the bayonet and all, giving them a good poke in the bottom. They were all herded into the cage. It was called the cage. And these fellows were there, and they kept protesting. They said, we are Indian Air Force pilots. And they wouldn't believe them. And then Groupie started calling her father and saying, we are very worried because there are lots of people who are missing. And among them, we're very worried about our chaps who went out on this training. And they're just reported missing. They haven't come back. We thought we might have lost them by now. What would you know? Then her father said that I was told that a group of Pakistanis were put in the cage, and he said, I'd like to see those chaps in the cage. And when he went there, he saw it was his own guys. They had been put in the cage. So they were let free. Okay, then after a few days after that, the chief minister, he must have heard all these stories. So he called her father and said that, see, your officers are putting all sorts of people into the cage, and now my cook is missing. So he said, please do something about my cook. He said, I haven't heard anything about your cook. And then he said, I'll make inquiries and all that. He said, please, for goodness sake, Brigadier, do something because we haven't had dinner yet.
Crisis! Did they find the cook?
Did they find the cook?
Yeah. Because your father gave them a shout, and all the officers were jumping about. They went straight to the cage, and they were ready to let out even the Pakistanis.
Oh dear. Oh, marvelous.
Very funny time.